Hey everyone, with all my previous destroyer replays in Narai showing off long-distance torpedo destroyers, I'm going to show you something a little different with the Minsk having only 4-kilometer torpedoes and how you can still excel with such a destroyer. Obviously, there's slight differences with the Leningrad having slightly more health, slightly better concealment, slightly worse gun range, but the main difference being it has 8-kilometer 8-kilometer torpedoes versus the Minsk's 4 kilometers. The strat starts off exactly the same. With the first wave, you're obviously having AP, and you're gonna send AP shells into the Guaz Citadel. Unless, of course, your teammates kill it first, since Narai is a race for damage after all. Proceed with the same HE Clemson and the Wyoming. Now this time the first wave got destroyed really quickly, and you might have seen in the previous video for tactics that I rushed the Iron Duke. Obviously I'm a little farther behind here since the ship spawned much earlier. I get an opportunity to send some AP at the Emerald. And I'm proceeding to do the same as the previous video. I'm rushing the Iron Duke. While it may seem to be a risky maneuver, if you know what you're doing, it's really not that risky. Of course, with the short-range torpedoes, you don't really get much chance to send AP shells into the Emerald for more citadels. But one thing that's important is getting rid of the Iron Duke so your cruiser heading for transports can get there sooner, which is why I make this choice. And here you proceed to do the same. Go back to heal and wait for the Dallas, Emil, and Emerald to get sunk, at which you will proceed with the Missouri. After healing, I move forward to take advantage of the smoke that the Nicholas left behind. Now keep in mind that if you sink the Nicholas too quickly, it might not actually leave any smoke. And in which case, you need to use your own smoke. and with not much time left on the smoke left by the Nicholas remaining, I do end up using my own smoke as well. The main reason, of course, is to stay safe, preserve your health, just in case the Missouri decides it wants to fire at you. And while I have little trouble with the Missouri, sometimes Missouri has taken quite a bit of health off my division mates when they've played the destroyer. And here you'll see I'm a little slow and taking a little longer to reach Missouri than I want to be, even for going behind the island. And I am making sure that I catch it in its turn, so make sure it gets sunk and my division mates don't have to deal with a almost dead Missouri that they need to finish. Now here you'll see I spotted the Lexington, and it's being smoked by the Nicholas. There is an importance to the location and time you spot it, which I will explain in a later video. Now you'll see I'm proceeding to do the same as previous replays. I am attacking the Lexington, but here it's not so easy as I don't have long distance torpedoes. Now with Nicholas spotted inside, I figured, what the hell, I'll charge the Lexington. And while it's definitely risky, it's not quite as risky with my division mate here in the shores helping me. And while the Lexington is not detected, you can use the Phoenix, which is right behind the Lexington, to gauge the distance that Lexington will be from you when it emerges. And as you can see, it is well within my torpedo range. And I have little trouble finishing it with torpedoes. Now the importance of having your division mate here is not for the Lexington, it's for the Phoenix, as putting yourself in such an angle makes it a little more difficult to citadel the Phoenix, which is why that surprised me. It might be something to explore. That was definitely an odd angle, as the Phoenix was not broadside to me. With Lexington sunk, just proceed to go inside.
Destroy all enemy warships.
Now once you're inside, your short torpedoes can prove to be a little troublesome as well. Now here, I'm starting my smoke a little farther than I normally want to. And the key here is you want to try to put your smoke as close as possible to allow your torpedoes enough range to hit battleships, but not too close that you're going to get yourself detected shooting your guns from smoke. And as you saw there, my torpedoes fell just short of the New York. And while the Raton was sunk before my torpedoes reached it, it looked like there may have been one possible torpedo hit there, which meant I was still a little too far for most of my torpedoes to hit it. Of course, don't forget about your good AP against cruisers. You may have noticed that I am also staggering my torpedo use and not using both sets at once. And this time, I am well within torpedo range of the Queen Elizabeth and should have no issue hitting it with my torpedoes. And of course, with the Colorado being the last ship, everyone is trying to get as much damage from it as possible. And I managed to secure the kill with 3 torpedoes to get a torpedo man. And while I make this look easy, it may not be so easy for your average player. And obviously with short range torpedoes, the Minsk can't quite take care of itself as easily as a Leningrad, being able to, say, AP Phoenix from distance. If you have any questions on how to run a Minsk, it's actually not that hard to do, and you could probably do the whole grind in Narai if you wanted. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it.